Hello everyone and welcome to yet another Amberlynn reaction video. Today we're going to have a look at Amber as she proclaims her burning desire to get weight loss surgery after seeing her reflection in a full-length mirror at Marshall's. I myself am 20 years post-gastric bypass and I do have a great deal to say about it. Some of it is not very pretty. So, without further ado, brevity is the soul of wit, so let's just dive right into this dumpster, shall we?
Hello, good morning.
Hello and good morning to you, Amber.
I just wanted to randomly come on here and just
Oh, she got fruit flies in her bathroom. Sweetie, it's time to change the trash.
talk about what I'm thinking about.
Well, then get down with your bad self.
I am getting new insurance that is going to make it to where I could possibly get weight loss surgery.
Good for you, I guess.
This is something that is really important to me. I don't think I realized how much I truly cared for myself until this year, but
I cut a good chunk of this out, but she talks about her ankle and her lung and the fact that having to be an advocate for herself has made her want to care for herself and live a better life and actually live a life. But I honestly believe that it was the trip to Marshall's and the view in the full-length mirror that has jarred her into wanting to look better.
ready to use a tool that I've never used before.
She's ready to use a tool she's never used before. Meanwhile, she has never ever used any of the previous tools in the proper way. She has always just followed the diet for a day or two and given up, or eaten all the junk food, or found a reason or an excuse not to do it. She's never really ever tried anything before. She has no discipline and no willpower, and no amount of surgical procedures is going to change that.
And I know it's going to be hard, it's going to be scary, but
Those are understatements, amberlynnreid. I am 20 years post-gastric bypass, and every single day of my life is some terrible, stupid torture. If it's not intestinal uncoolness and having to go sit on the can for a few hours, it is having to lean over and dry heave and cry for a few hours because maybe I ate something I shouldn't have, or maybe I took one too many bites. This is not fun and games. This is not a magic fix. There is so much pain, and you are not ready for this.
I really truly want weight loss surgery.
You want it. In theory. You want to be thin. You want to have all your problems solved for you. That's what you want. You don't want to have discipline or willpower.
In 2023, I would love for it to be in just a couple months from now, not how it works.
Nope, that is not how it works.
So there's a lot that I have to do beforehand.
Yep, there is. You and everybody else that is seeking weight loss surgery is going to have to pass a series of psychological exams. You're going to have to prove to your doctor that you understand what they are going to do to you during the surgical procedure. And you're going to have to prove to your doctor that you understand and are able to maintain the lifestyle changes needed to have and maintain proper weight loss and proper health.
I am just so tired of gaining weight or just maintaining, because these 100 days of weigh-in, I've been maintaining the last couple weeks.
Why are you standing here lying to us? Why are you standing here lying to us over this? You have a piece of paper that you show every single time you weigh in with your weights recorded on it. And every single one of those weights goes up, 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 up. Every new day you put on that paper. That's not maintaining your weight. That is maintaining slow but steady weight gain.
And I'm over it. Like, I know it's my fault.
Do you know it's your fault, Amber? Do you? Because it seems to me that over the last few months, you've had 1,000 excuses as to why it's not your fault. From medical issues to emotional stuff that you wouldn't share with us to your psychologist's new baby. You always have a reason to blame something other than you for your binges and your overeating.
I just feel miserable, but there is a tool out there
You should feel miserable, Amber.
that people use all the time. People like me who need help, medical help, surgical help.
Amber, there is no amount of surgical procedures that's going to fix you. You need psychological help. Period. You need psychological help. You need to deal with your issues before any doctor is going to cut you open.
How I'm feeling now is I'm ready to take that step. You know, I already chose the insurance that I want to change over to, and it is a lot more pricey a month, but I feel like it's going to be worth it. I already know what surgeon I want to see.
That's fine. You know what insurance you want and you know what surgeon you want to see. Do you know what type of surgery you want to get? Do you know anything about the aftercare? Do you know anything about the modifications to your diet that you're going to need to have? Do you know any of that? Because that should have been your first step. Research should have been your first step. Not, oh, I'm going to dive right in and find a weight loss doctor. That's not how it works, Amber.
And I have that down, and I'm hoping
Why are you so happy and proud of yourself just because you picked a doctor?
I'm just approved for this insurance. I have my fingers crossed. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that little.
Yeah, sure. She'll drop breadcrumbs every once in a while, and then she won't tell us that she changed her mind or that she got turned down or that she spent up all her money on some other thing. And it'll just be another thing that drags on and never gets resolved.
Aspects. Changing my life in 2023 is possible, and it's my goal.
Yeah, it's possible and it's your goal, and you don't need to have a surgical procedure to achieve it. All you need is willpower and discipline. And maybe learning how to cook for yourself and not using Instacart, DoorDash, or Uber Eats or any of the other food delivery or grocery delivery services. Go out to the store, pick out your own groceries, cook your own food. That there will greatly improve the quality of your life, the quality of your food, and it will help you lose weight.
So I need to figure out a plan of what to do now before I see any sort of weight loss surgeon, because obviously I'm not even approved for the insurance yet.
Here's what you do, Amber. Here's what you do. You do research and you decide which surgery you might want to have. And then you go look up the diet plan for the aftercare of that surgery. And you go on that diet plan from liquids to solids. It should take about 3 to 4 months to go through the entire cycle. Go through the entire cycle and stick to it from liquids to solids. If you can maintain that, then go ahead and have the surgery. If you can't, then you need to work a little harder and think about doing something else.
Because I just recently put in my application, so I don't know, I'm just really, wow, excited. And
she's high on an idea. She's high on an idea of a magic bullet.
I know I keep saying that, but it's like I have not felt this hopeful and this positive in a long time. Like, I know you guys see my weight gain. That's very apparent.
No, Amber, we don't. We don't. It's really hard to see 40 pounds of weight gain when you're already over 400 pounds.
You see it in my arms, my legs, my face, my
That trip to Marshall's really fucking jarred her.
stomach. 40 pounds is definitely noticeable on me.
Not really, not really. Um, it's not that noticeable. Sometimes I see that your flesh is kind of lopsided. I guess it's from the way you lay or the way you hold your face and your hands in your desk. But yeah, I don't see any kind of shift in the size, honestly.
I I look massive, and
Yeah, that trip to Marshall's really did mess her up. Seeing herself in a full length mirror. And that leads me to have to bring up I have issues with mirrors myself. I don't tend to look in the bathroom mirror. I don't look at my face because I don't look like the same person that I used to be, and I still expect to see, you know, chubby Bonnie, and what I get is like a creepy old saggy goblin instead. But full length mirrors, I had to for a long time. I had to have the mirror taken away from me, and I had to have my scale taken away. I'm still not allowed to own a scale, but recently I started having a full length mirror in the house just because I wear costumes and stuff to work, and I have to check my look. Uh, but when I was in my stage of really rapid weight loss, I got fixated on looking at the scale and watching the number go down. And I would also stand in my full length mirror with my arms up in my bra, and I would look at my ribs and I would look at my collarbones and stuff. And like every so often, the dip right here would get a little deeper, the definition of my ribs would get a little finer, and it would kind of like get in my head and like, oh, let's see how far I can take this. And it got a little dangerous for me. So my surgeon and my husband got together and they took away my toys. And I had to have my eating habits monitored. Anyway, let's let Amber talk.
I just want to change my life.
Then learn some discipline and some willpower and stop ordering from Uber Eats every fucking day.
Weight loss surgery is always one of those things that like scares me and stuff, but I have
It should scare the shit out of you.
never wanted it this bad.
Amber, you've never ever tried anything good enough to succeed. And weight loss surgery is something that cannot be undone. If you have a gastric bypass and they take part of your stomach away and you try to overeat and you try to stuff that little pouch, you're going to hurt yourself. And you're going to hurt yourself so bad that it's going to be irreparable. Weight loss surgery is not for you until you get psychological help.
Ever. If I'm willing to change my insurance to pay more monthly, then you know I want it. So
Amber, just because you're willing to pay more money doesn't mean you're going to be capable of achieving the goal. You're not willing to put work in, you're just willing to pay more money.
And I think from the time from now till I meet with the surgeon, because I'm going to be approved, I'm putting that in like the universe. I'm doing positive affirmations. I'm going to be approved for this insurance. And
my grandfather was a very, very colorful individual. And one of his favorite sayings was, hope in one hand and shit in the other. And see which one gets filled first. Anyway.
I'm going to see that surgeon. So from now till I see the surgeon, I'm going to probably do Weight Watchers. So I just want to try.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Try something. I know a lot of people are probably rolling their eyes, which is fine. Do it. I don't care. But I need.
Yeah, go ahead and do Weight Watchers. You have failed on it multiple times. I have watched you for about 9 years, Amber, and you have failed and given up and tossed it aside so many fucking times. Yeah, you need to do something now. Weight Watchers is not the thing. Go ahead, pick out the surgery you want and follow the aftercare diet.
To do something, stick to it until I see the surgeon and see what they have to say for me. I'm hopeful, folks. I feel good. I feel extremely positive and empowered.
High on an idea.
And I don't feel that way like ever, like very rarely. I'm gonna stop rambling. So a lot of you think that I have like massive hands. I'm about to show you something. Watch my hand in comparison, okay?
Oh, I feel like she's baiting me here. I really, really feel like she's baiting me here. Look at those. Look at that hand. That is like the perfect, gigantic baby doll hand. Like, I want to go to Kentucky with a whole bunch of mold compound and some plaster and have Amber stick her hands in a bucket and catch me some good poses of both hands and then make some plaster masters of it and just keep making all kinds of resin versions of Amber's big, giant baby hands. Oh my God, I love her baby hands so much. Oh yeah, for those of you that don't know, I work with broken doll parts in my art, and I really, really like some creepy baby hands. Yes.
Her hand versus mine. I have some fatty fingers, I will say that, but my hand is tiny.
She has weird, pointy fingertips though. I don't like it. And Jade got some man hands.
She says I have doll hands.
You do.
Yeah, you got creepy baby doll hands, girl, and I want to take some molds of those.
Hello, so I have not vlogged since this morning. It's now nighttime, so I wanted to.
So what did you do all day? You could have gave us a rundown of what you did. At least lied to us about what you did all day.
Do my weigh-in, day 25, November 27th. I weighed in at 510.8. That one.
Oof, she gained 4 pounds. My goodness.
Shocked me. I mean, I was
4 pounds in a day. Holy fuck.
was expecting a gain for sure because the day before I was off track, but
I have no idea what she means by on track, off track, binge, whatever, because it seems like even when she is on track, it is well and over the average person's caloric intake for the day. And my goodness, will you look at this right here? So I keep having to stop these videos and bother my husband about this, but Amber's face is very, very asymmetrical. She's really, really asymmetrical, and you can really see it right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but I'm going over it. Anyway, I think that is because of the way that she sits at her desk, because she tends to put her chin in her hand on the one side and hold her face. And that does push your flesh over, and fat has a tendency to stay in place if it is held in one spot for long enough. It will shape to that spot, and it'll stay that way. So yeah, if you hold your face in an expression long enough, it will fucking stay that way. If you're over 500 pounds and are just pushing your meat to one side all day long.
was not expecting that big of a gain. So tomorrow actually is going to be day 1 that I do Weight Watchers.
Oh boy, another day 1.
So I'm super excited. I already
Dang, Rarity's so cute with her little half a mustache. She needs to come and keep Waffle company. He's tired of all these little black kitties I have.
He signed up and I got my points. Oh, and for those who decided to just not believe me about my psychiatrist appointment, about how they told me to text one to confirm, and I did, and
I love this part. I love this part.
then they said they didn't receive it. Here's the actual text message. I did send it.
She thinks that this is proof. She thinks this is proof. Things with the names blacked out. There's no information of where it came from. It's just a text that anybody could have sent her, that she could have replied to, and that's that. This is not proof. This can be faked. This is stupid. Why are you even talking about this? You are trying to deflect from something else.
And them not receiving it is not on me. Y'all just want me to lie about everything because it's entertaining.
Because you do. Because you do. You lied a few minutes ago about maintaining your weight when we can clearly see that you're gaining.
At this point, usually to think someone's a liar, to think someone's lying, you have to have proof that they're lying.
Well, currently, Amber, the proof that you are lying about never having a male psychologist before is floating around in the reaction channels and the clip channels of you in 2018 talking about your male psychologist who is also gay, and your own sexuality hasn't come up yet. But anyway, go ahead and keep talking.
And at this point, you all just call me a liar about everything.
Because you do. You can't help it. You are a pathological liar. You lie about fucking everything. You lied about your gallbladder issue because you said that your doctor wouldn't do it because it's not infected or there's not enough problem. And the fact of the matter is your doctor wouldn't do it because you are entirely too big and there has to be a serious problem before any doctor is going to cut into a person of your size.
With zero proof of anything that you guys think I lie about. How do you guys
Ma'am, people show proof all the fucking time.
expect me to change my reputation if you guys don't give me a chance? Like, you'll never give me a chance. Like, a big portion of you will never give me a chance.
Because you lie in every video. You lie about something little in every video.
Aren't you guys exhausted?
Aren't you? Aren't you, Amber? With all of the mental gymnastics and flaming fucking hoops you have to jump through to maintain your delusional unreality. Aren't you fucking exhausted?
Like, it's so crazy. Like, I will never understand.
You don't understand a whole lot of shit, Amber.
I will never understand. So for my weigh-in, day 26, November.
See, look, everybody. Here it is on a new, freshly rewritten list of her weigh-ins. She goes up, 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 not down.
November 28th, I weighed in at 511.8. Yesterday was an off-track day. I'm excited to see how Weight Watchers does. Today is Monday, so every Monday is going to be my Weight Watchers weigh-in, and I hope to lose a few pounds every week. All right, let's do a comment of the day. This is from my Thanksgiving.
Before we get any further, if she can lose a few pounds a week just doing Weight Watchers, then she doesn't need weight loss surgery.
Giving dinner video. Why even weigh in? What's the point? Thank you, Lynn Jackson, for the comment. So I like to weigh in because my goal is to obviously lose weight, but I'm very curious about my fluctuations between overeating, off track, on track.
These words mean absolutely nothing. If you are not eating the amount that an average person eats, then you are not on track, period.
Binge days, etc., etc. I'm curious about that. I feel like I wouldn't care as much if I didn't know my weight, because right now, if I didn't know that I was 5'11", then I probably wouldn't be on Weight Watchers. I would.
Amber, even when you knew how much you weighed back in your bedbound days, you didn't care. I think that maybe you need to look in a full-length mirror every single day. to be reminded of what you look like and what you need to do to fix it.
I don't want to be,
because we all know that you are an out of sight, out of mind kind of girl. As long as you don't see it, it ain't there.
on a diet, be on track, whatever it may be, I would just be in oblivious land. It helps me.
Like I said, if she don't see it, it ain't there. So she has to see that number. She would probably benefit from the psych out that is a full-length mirror in her face every single day. She would benefit from it.
You guys don't have to understand it, but it does help me.
Blah. In closing, all I can really say is that Amber is never going to fix her body issues until she fixes what's in her mind. There is no amount of cutting a person up that is going to fix psychological disorders, unless that person is severely disfigured from a birth defect or a terrible accident and they just are getting reconstruction. There's no amount of cutting a person up that is going to fix them, no matter what the psychological issue is. You have to fix what's in your head and fix what's in your heart first. Amber is just seeking another quick fix. She's seeking another magic bullet. She's seeking another easy way out instead of facing her own problems head on and dealing with them in the right way, in the healthy, proper way. Anyway, that's all I got. I hope you guys have a good night. Do something creative and love yourselves. Bye.